apologise for technical difficulties early on in this game. We are underway, have been underway for a while now between Arlington and St. Louis. Scott Gallagher, Arlington out of Virginia, playing in the all-white strip. They've been kicking from left to right in this first half, and St. Louis, Scott Gallagher in the dark navy, kicking from right to left. This is the under-16 boys. First game here of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships here in Frisco, Texas. It's 0-0. Yet to see a goal. Arlington, the side that have looked the most dangerous early on. A few good chances breaking from this right-hand side, and Brandon Johns, the man now occupying the number 9 role. St. Louis now with the throw, looking to switch the play. Good pressure here by Jonah Garufi for Arlington. Hudson. Deitka. Deitka's pass wide. It's cut out. Arlington now looking to come forward again, but it's only going to find a navy shirt. Anich's ball over the top. Through to the goalkeeper. Chance for Arlington to set up, get their shape back, and take some pressure off. This long ball over the top, looking for the pacey Johns. He's going to get there as well. Does well to get the better of his defender, but in the end, good recovery work there by Donald Ross to, after initially losing out to Johns, get back and get a toe in. It will be a goal, a corner kick, pardon me. Corner then to coming for Arlington from the far side. Right-footed. It's going to be pulled back towards the halfway line and lifted into the area from deep. It's a free header. Keeper coming out flapping. It was a free header in the end for Joseph Kaur, but Herman doing well to get fingers on it. Break in play here as we'll see a substitution. Gavin's going to enter the game for St. Louis. It's as though he's going to head out towards that left-hand side. Here's Arlington on the ball. Johns trying to flick that one wide for Garufi. Garufi now with the ball. Skips past one, skips past two, looking to poke it through to Johns, but only finds the hands of Peter Herman in goal. Referee, though, has called it back. It's going to be a free kick now for Arlington. I'd imagine for the initial foul on Garufi. Theodore Cudi Pietro looking the most likely to swing this ball in with his right foot. 3 in the wall for St. Louis. Probably a little too wide for a right-footed shot, but don't write anything off here. Cudi Pietro swinging this one deep towards the back post. It's headed across. The chance. The shot coming in from that man, Garufi, and again into the hands of the keeper, who's going to get them underway straight away. Pressure from Murphy, but the ball hooked clear. Here's Dubs. Dubs looking for the 1-2 from Livingston. Dubs now breaking forward. It's a good challenge by Backman. The referee calls it back for the foul on Backman. Signaling for the trainer here. With the Arlington players doing a little worse for wears out on the far side. We're going to see David Marshall entering the game shortly for Arlington, number 23. The big man getting himself ready here on this near touchline. As the sun really starts to brighten up here now. For most of the first half, it's been hiding behind clouds, and it's been almost perfect conditions for a game of soccer, but as it rises up, we're going to get pretty warm here today. Buckman stepping off onto the medical cart on the far side. We're going to be replaced by Marshall. Looks like he's going to stride straight out to that left back position. Hope for Johan Backman's sake that it's only a minor injury, as they still have at least 2 more games left in this tournament. Here will be Arlington then to get us back underway. Long ball switched out to the right-hand side. Under pressure from 2 St. Louis shirts. It's a good clip over the top. Garufi will win his side a corner kick. Fourth official down here just in front of myself, signaling we're going to have 2 minutes of extra time at the end of this first half. Of course, 40-minute halves we're playing here in under 16 boys. Here comes a delivery from Guzman. The header won by a white shirt, and the knockdown cleared away. Only as far as Morabel. Morabel out wide now. Here's Burbic. Burbic under pressure from Brakel. Brakel adjudged to have put that one out of play. It'll be a throw in now for Arlington. Deep inside the St. Louis half. Garufi stepping over. Looks as though he's got a long throw in the locker. Here comes Garufi. That one's slipping out of his hands, but the flick on from Core, only finding a navy shirt. Livingston battling with Ross. Ross wins out, and his ball forward out of play for a St. Louis throw. McInnes looks inside. Dubs now striding forward again, as we have seen him do multiple times in this first half, but his pass straight to a white shirt. St. Louis with the free kick then, just outside their 18-yard box for the offside. Here's Herman, the keeper, on the ball. Hudson looking forward, finding Anic. Anic's ball back to Hudson. Puts him under a lot of pressure, and now Garufi with a chance to come forward for Arlington. Garufi tugged back, and the referee has spotted that one. Be the right foot of Cu Di Pietro again. Looking to get this one into the area right at the end of this first half. Clipping it in. It's a great ball in, and bravely punched away by Herman. And that will be the last action of the first half. So, halftime here on Field 6. The under-16 boys' first game. It is 0-0 between Arlington and St. Louis Scott Gallagher. We'll be back for the second half with you shortly. Welcome back to the second half here on Field 6 at the Toyota Soccer Complex. We're in Frisco, Texas. This is the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. We're in our first game here of the under-16 boys part of the tournament. Currently 0-0 between Arlington and St. Louis Scott Gallagher. That'll be Arlington kicking from right to left in this second half, wearing all white. St. Louis in the dark navy strip, they'll be kicking from left to right. Day just starting to hot up now as the sun picks up in the sky. We had a pretty cool morning. It was a great first half for the players, and I'm sure a lot of these players will not mind the early kickoff given how warm it may get later in the day. Here comes the goal kick from Peter Herman. Herman with a few saves in that first half, keeping Arlington out, notably from Brandon Johns and also from Jonah Garuthi. Neither team really stamped their claim on the first half and kept the ball for an extended period. It was a lot of long ball football, a lot of turnovers all over the field as both teams just trying to get that ball forward, and can understand the nerves as we are at a national championship series here. Be interesting to see who, if anyone, can settle this second half and really control the game. Here's Murillo with the throw for St. Louis. Ross looking forward, will find his namesake on the Arlington team. The free kick here for Arlington, just outside their 18-yard box. The captain Ross over the ball, looking to clip this one up the left flank. Marshall back to his centre-back, Pine. Pine's ball over the top is a good one. It'll find Cuti Pietro. Here is that man again. A flick on was from Livingston, but didn't have a runner off him. Swept up by the Arlington goalkeeper, and now Ross on the ball for the team in white. Pine. Wide for Marshall. Marshall checks back inside. Under pressure from two Navy shirts. Core played as a number 9 for much of the first half, finding himself in centre midfield here in the second half. The shot coming in from Anic. It was a good save by the Arlington keeper, stretching out that right foot to keep that one from finding its way into the bottom corner. Arlington then looking to put some pressure on early here. One of the clearest chances we've had in this game so far, along with the opportunity for Brandon Johns back in the first half. Dispossessed well there by Burbage, but he's going to lose out. Murillo looking to bring his teammate into the game, and Dubs does well to win his side a throw. Dubs has looked lively all over the field in this game. We saw many times in the first half him picking the ball up in between the lines and driving at the back four of Arlington. Hoping to see more of that in the second. Long throw in towards the 6-yard box. It's clipped high into the air by Pine. Anic. Ball forward. It's a good one. It was into the path of Livingston, but Again, the Arlington keeper off his line quickly to snuff out any danger. Marshall, good touch inside. A touchdown by Core. Here comes Guzman. Guzman having a check back under pressure. Does well to find Dickens. Dickens ball wide. It's going to find its way back to Marshall. Marshall's delivery to the far post has Core back there. Brought down by Dickens. Dickens under pressure from 2. Loses out and ends up fouling the St. Louis defender. Herman over this free kick inside his box. Clips this one high towards the halfway line, and the header's won by a white shirt. But the bounce down's only going to find Weinhold. Weinhold now wide. Brings Murillo into the game. Murillo running at 2 players here. Forced back, and in the end, Cudi Pietro wins that one. No foul on Anic, who brings this one clear. Here comes Hudson. Hudson trying to clip this one to the runner on the left-hand side, but it's going to find the arms of the goalkeeper. Here's Marshall. His long ball forward off the back of Brakehill. Almost finding its way through to the runner of Core, who has found his way back up to the number 9 position now. Weinhold. Having a lot of the ball early in the second half is Weinhold. Throw in then for St. Louis on the far side. It's going to be thrown back towards Hudson. Hudson with time to get his head up, brings Anic into the game. Anic attempting a shot, slipping though. The strike in the end is going to come in from Livingston, but it's scuffed off the left boot and wide for a goal kick. The playing surface here at Toyota Soccer Complex looking absolutely gorgeous first thing this morning, but starting to rip up a little under the feet early on in this game. Keepers kick forward towards the right hand side. Goodwin dispossessed by Deidecker. Deidecker not able to keep that one in though. Good piece of footwork there by Marshall to evade a couple of defenders and bring Core into the game. Here come Arlington again wide on their left hand side. Long ball forward, looking for the feet of Livingston. Livingston does well to hold it up initially, but 3 white shirts around him, it's too many, and in the end he fouls Jorge Dickens. Cudi Pietro, the designated set-piece man it seems for Arlington. His right boot over this free kick as Arlington throw bodies forward. That one swung in towards the penalty spot. The wind hooking that one away. Here is Cudi Pietro. Dubs looking to drive forward again. Has Goodwin for company. Dubs standing up Goodwin and going to use the pace to get past him, but it's well defended in the end by Matthew Goodwin, the Arlington right back. St. Louis throw flicked on towards the edge of the 18. Clearance now up towards Core. Core with a good turn. Doesn't have any support, but he's going to try and get himself in behind here. Core up against Murillo. Does well to hold Murillo off. But he's not managed to keep that one in as the assistant referee on the far side has his flag raised. Goal kick now for St. Louis. That ball won initially by Dickens. Dickens only finding the feet of Ross. Bit of aerial ping pong there, and in the end it's out to the right hand side for St. Louis. Murillo standing up to Marshall. Each player getting in the other's face here. Referee's going to have a word to Murillo. Murillo said he was pushed. Referee says get on with it. Here is Murillo then with the throw. He'll have it back. He's tripped, and Dubs now. Chance to get a delivery into the area. Dubs into the area, pulls it back. Guzman slips, but his clearance only finds Murillo. Safely put clear by Herman in goal, and he'll be Arlington with the throw on the halfway line. Weinhold looking forward. His Dubs again. Dubs is fouled by Marshall. Marshall, the man involved in that little scuffle with Murillo before. He's flown into his last couple of challenges, and the referee just letting him know that that'll be the last one he gets away with. So over the free kick is Kyle Weinhold and Donald Ross. Weinhold looking the most likely to put his right foot through this ball. A long way out, maybe just out of range for a shot, but plenty of tall timber in the area for St. Louis. It's going to be Ross then, having a strike, and that one getting up but not getting down at all, and it's going to sail away onto the turf field behind. Out for a Arlington goal kick. So far this has been somewhat of a game of two halves, with Arlington having all of the chances really in the first 40 minutes, and since the break though it's been mainly St. Louis looking likely to score the first goal, and the way the game's gone, you feel like the first goal might be the winner.
Bit of
good challenge there by Ross. Chance for a delivery from the left-hand side. It's defended well by Goodwin. It'll be a corner kick now for St. Louis. It's going to be Ross then, having a strike, and that one getting up but not getting down at all, and it's going to sail away onto the turf field behind. Weinhold over the ball. Right-footed in-swinger. All but two outfield players in the box here. Weinhold has Murillo in space on the edge of the area with no one picking him up. Arlington with every player back almost inside their own 6-yard box. Here comes the ball from Weinhold. It's flicked on over the bar and behind for an Arlington goal kick. Going to see a couple of substitutes enter the game here for Arlington. The danger man of the first half, Brandon Johns, is going to step back into the game for the team from Virginia. We'll be hoping we can see some more of the pace we saw from him in the first half. We're also going to see Johan Bachmann come back into the game. Thankfully his injury was not too serious and he is able to continue. Here comes the goal kick. John's trying to get involved immediately, but St. Louis it is that come away with the ball. Here is Johns. Picking it up. His ball wide. Onside. Bachmann now. Uses his wide man in Dickens. Dickens trying to get the better of Murillo, but Murillo does well and earns his side a goal kick. Herman then over the goal kick. Flick on there, Livingston looked as though he used his elbow to put that one forward, but the referee did not see, and fortunately it's through to the Arlington goalkeeper. Could have been a pretty contentious call there if Livingston had managed to get through on goal. Going to see another change then for Arlington. We're going to see Diego Ochoa Gomez step back into the game. He'll come onto the field in the place of Jorge Dickens. Guzman. Back for Ross. Ross looking to find his centre-back partner, Pine. He's giving him a lot to do there, and it will be a throw-in now for St. Louis. St. Louis choosing to take the time over the throw-in. Might have been on there for them to take the throw quickly as Arlington were all over the place at the back, but now they've set themselves back up defensively. It's a good challenge by Pietro, but the shot coming in, finds his way into the top corner. Devin Livingston it was, with the left foot. Everyone looking at the challenge that came in from Pietro. The danger man of the first half, Brandon Johns. Touch out of his feet, and Devin Livingston fires that one high into the top corner, past the Arlington goalkeeper, and gives his side the lead. What a strike that was by Livingston. Arlington now have to the back, but now they've set themselves back up defensively. It's a good challenge by Pietro, but the shot coming in, finds his way into the top corner. Devin Livingston it was, with the Pietro. Anic doing well to pick that ball up. Be interesting now to see how this game develops. St. Louis not looking like they're going to sit in and hang on to what they have. May make for a open game and a good spectacle. Ball over the top now. Here is Johns. Swept up well by Brakel. Good defensive work there by Hudson. His team now have a chance to come forward. Dubs finds himself 1v1. Breaking into the area onto his right foot. Checks back inside. He's done well here. Poking it forward towards the goal. It's a good save at the near post. The chance is poked away. Great footwork there by Dubs. Creating the chance for himself. Can't quite find a way past the keeper. Pines ball. Pietro. Here's the ball forward to Core. We've hardly seen much of Joseph Core in the second half. Was heavily involved from much of the first. Holding up play, bringing teammates into the game, but Arlington really struggling to make a stamp on this second half. Dubs not going to get on the end of that one, and Pine will see it behind for a throw. Two more players set to enter the game for Arlington. Going to see number 53, Jonah Garufi. Also going to see number 15, Adrian Reyes, come into this game. Kyle Burbage and Joseph Core, the players making way. Switch here for Ross. Good touch there by the captain, Ross. On the edge of his own area. It's time to get his head up, looking for a teammate. He chooses to go over the top. Multiple runners coming in. It's going to find its way to Johns. Once this cross deflected. Coming back for the strike, but high and wide to the left-hand corner of that goal. Only going to find its way behind for a goal kick. Herman with the kick upfield. Hudson. Wide for Murillo. Referee seen something she didn't like. She decided that Anic has pulled a white shirt, and it's going to be a free kick here for Arlington. Arlington really using their bench quite a lot in the second half. We're going to see another change for them now. Joshua Morrible stepping onto the field for the team from Virginia. It's one thing getting fresh legs into the game, but Every time one of these substitutions takes place, the whole momentum of the game slows, and Arlington really can't afford for that to happen if they're going to pull this lead back. Dobbs poking that one forward, hoping Weinhold was going to make the run, but Weinhold looks at him and says, no thank you. Di Pietro sporting the brace on his left wrist. Off the line is Herman. Does well in the end to find Murillo. Good challenge from Hudson. Bachmann. Reyes' his forward pass deflected behind for a throw. Pine. Looking wide for Bachmann. It's going to be out for another throw in for Arlington. Bachmann not showing any signs of that first half injury, which saw him subbed off towards the end of the first half. Anic looking to clip this one over the top. St. Louis, the team that haven't used their bench a whole lot. Looking a little leggy up front. Weinhold again looking forward, but again there's no runner on the end of it. St. Louis forwards have done a lot of work in this second half, in behind, a lot of multiple sprints, but looking like they're feeling the effects of them now. Murillo giving that one back to Brakehill. Brakehill looking forward, high into the channel, and it's going to go all the way behind for a goal kick. Here's Ross. Goodwin. Back for his captain. Great footwork there by Di Pietro. His ball over the top is going to be poked back to Herman, who will get that one upfield. Won by a white shirt. It's going to come straight back at St. Louis. Bachmann. Bachmann losing out to Murillo, and again St. Louis just pumping that one forward into the channel. That switch of play, a dangerous one, just past the foot of Livingston, the goal scorer. If you're just joining us, 1-0 the score in St. Louis's favour after Devin Livingston put one into the top corner with his left foot. We call back for a foul here as Trenton Deidecker claiming he was elbowed in the face. Don't know how much intent was in that, maybe just a flailing arm. Referee surrounded by multiple St. Louis players there, all arguing the case. Going to see a substitution here for St. Louis. Adam Lucas is going to enter the game as the referee has a word to Diego Ochoa Gomez, the man in question for the suspected elbow. It'll be the lively Riley Dobbs who takes his leave. A lot of St. Louis play in the second half has come through Dubs. Looked exciting playing off the striker, but has been tired in the last few minutes, and now he gets to take a rest. Breakill then. Over this free kick. Lofts it forward to the back half of the area. The header is won by the goal scorer Livingston, but it's only going to find its way behind for a goal kick. Arlington now looking to get the ball forward again. Pulled down to the ground was Cudi Pietro, and he's looking to get this one underway straight away. Wasted possession there by Arlington, though. Just not taking care of their passes, and as we see Ross here sweeping up behind his goalkeeper, the ball's going to break for a Navy shirt, and fortunately enough, the goalkeeper manages to get a foot on it. Dangerous situation there for Arlington. Well cut out by Hudson. Hudson forward for the substitute, Lucas. Lucas again, now with a chance to get into the area. He skips past Ross, but his touch too heavy and into the arms of the keeper. Cudi Pietro. He's had really all of the ball for Arlington in the second half. He's trying to feed this one through for Reyes, but Reyes won't be able to make that one. Going to see Tillahan Murphy come onto the field for St. Louis. Devin Livingston taking a seat, the scorer of our only goal in this game so far. What a finish it was. Throw it forward is looking for Lucas. This ball clipped upfield, poked behind by Pine. Had Lucas for company. St. Louis looking to take the sting out of this game. Hang on to this 1-0 lead. Their first of 3 group stage games. That ball behind. Took a deflection off Pine. It's going to be a corner kick. Pine not happy about it, but it did seem to take a touch. Here comes the corner from Weinhold in towards the edge of the 18-yard box. John's battling for it. It's hooked clear. Cudi Pietro battling with 2 players. This time he claims he caught an elbow. Goes hard into the body of Weinhold. No attempt to win the ball then. It will be a free kick for St. Louis. Ross over the ball for St. Louis. Lifting this one up towards the back of the 6-yard box, but no Navy shirt there, and it's going to be a goal kick for Arlington. Ball through, looking for Johns. It's a good ball. Johns with the chance here. Lifts it high towards the near post, but it's a good save by Herman to keep this game at 1-0. Going to see another substitute here for St. Louis as number 2, Nicholas Morello. It's going to find its way to Johns. Coming on for Kyle Weinhold. The whole momentum of the game slows and taking his time to exit the field. Corner kick now to come in for Arlington. It's taken short. Looks like a chance now for the left-footed strikes coming in from the edge of the area. It's off the goalkeeper. It's hit the post, and the second opportunity is over the bar. Referee says it's a goal kick. The Arlington player's not happy about that. No Navy shirt there, and it's going to be a goal kick for Arlington. Louis really getting away with one there. In the end, it may have been a fantastic save by Peter Herman as it touched the keeper and then onto the post. Corner kick now to come in for Arlington. It's taken short. Looks like a chance now for the left-footed strikes coming in from the edge of the area. It's off the goalkeeper. It's hit the post, and the second opportunity is over the bar. Gavin stepping back onto the field for St. Louis. This ball flicked on by Hudson. Pine putting it back the other way. Reyes' touch will find its way behind for a throw via Murillo. Buckman. Lucas looking wide. Here is the run from Murphy. Murphy looking to use his pace to get in behind Pine. He's done so. Getting his head up, but he's got no runners in the area. In the end, checks back for Gavin. Gavin. Wide for Murphy. Murphy offside though. The assistant referee on the near touchline has his flag up. And Arlington will try and get us back underway immediately. Referee spots the foul there on Cudi Pietro. Cudi Pietro looking for an option. Gets it underway straight away. Morabel. His pass is cut out, but straight back to the Arlington keeper. Urgency needed now from Arlington. Here's Pine. Lifting this one towards Buckman. Buckman's flick on won't find the run of Reyes. Pine's touch into the path of Lucas. Lucas past one player. Looking to break into the area. He's done so. Looking for the strike now. Good save by the keeper. Lucas with a good opportunity there. Created really for himself. And now Gavin will hold this one in the corner. Morabel wide for Buckman. Buckman looking to switch the point of attack. Well swept up there by a Navy shirt. McInnes it was. Ross. Wide for Goodwin. Ball forward looking for the run of Lucas, but keeper well off his line. Puts that one into the face of Lucas. can't be far away from the final whistle now. So the referee gives us a peace sign, shows us 2 minutes, she's added on. As that ball's clipped in, it's headed away at the first attempt. Lots of Navy shirts around there, and the strike from Balkman took a deflection behind for a corner kick. Not long left in this game now. St. Louis it is with the 1-goal lead. Here comes the corner kick then for Arlington. Trying to claw themselves back into this game in the last minute. Johns is fouled out on the right-hand side, and it's going to be another opportunity here for Arlington to put the ball into the box. Adam Kuntz is going to step into the game for St. Louis. They're going to look to switch to a back three and shore themselves up defensively here. You imagine this may well be the last opportunity of the game for Arlington. St. Louis leading this game by 1-0 thanks to an absolute rocket from Devin Livingston. Finding the top left corner off his left boot from all of 25 yards. But Arlington here with the opportunity. They have everyone forward. As this ball is clipped in towards the near post, headed away at the first attempt. Got to be careful here now, Arlington, as their goalkeeper sprinting back towards his own goal. Ball forward, looking for the run of Murphy. Murphy with 2 for company. Wins his side a throw-in. Good play there by the substitute. St. Louis then happy to take their time over this throw-in as the game continues to roll on. A foul there, signaled by the referee, and the Arlington captain, Garrett Ross, will have the chance to put this one upfield. Long ball forward by Ross. The referee puts her whistle to her mouth, and there is the final whistle. St. Louis, Scott Gallagher, take the win by 1-0 over Arlington. Devin Livingston's Rockets in the second half, proving the difference. In our first game here of the Under-16 Boys Youth National Championships, St. Louis will take the win. Thank you for joining us for our first game here on Field 6 in Frisco. We hope you'll continue to join us for the rest of the week, and we'll be back at 9 a.m. for our next game. See you soon.